Ladies and gentlemen, wonderful people, welcome back to another Warzone video. And actually this is going to be a combined Warzone and Modern Warfare video. And in this one we have something interesting to show you. And I think that we actually founded the Warzone Submarine that have been speculated about for the last couple of months. Now, as you can see on your screen, this is the Modern Warfare Petrov Oil Rig map, and I'm currently codcasting. For you who don't know, codcasting is a mode in a multiplayer where basically you get the privileges of developers, or let's say a god privileges, where you can walk through the walls, inspect the things a little bit deeper, and just go in every corner of the map and see what map is actually hiding. That's how most of the Easter eggs have been founded, like for example with the stuffed animals, etc. People were just going and exploring. As you can see here, I found this room which is not accessible with in a regular game mode, and it's quite interesting. We see a Picado game with some numbers, pool table, and it's codcasting is really interesting, and I really love it. I really love to explore every piece of detail in every map that's shown before. Now, there was also a lot of speculation that the maps from Modern Warfare, the multiplayer maps, doesn't have to do anything with Warzone, which I in particularly do not agree, considering the fact that if you remember the trench map, we have the Easter egg for the bunkers number 10, 3 and 1 hinted already there, so it's very connected. So I wouldn't exclude those connections. And as you can see now on your screen, this is the submarine I was talking about, and on the rear side of the submarine there is a Kastovia, which is the country where Verdansk is. There is a Kastovia crest, so this is a full-scale nuclear military submarine, and there is no doubt about that. And the question that I want to raise over here in this particular moment is, why would a nuclear submarine being docked in the oil rig oil platform? It's very interesting, and there is also a couple of interesting details on the top of the dock you will see in a couple of moments. But as you can see here, I'm now trying to explore to see if there is anything in the submarine. You see again there is a crest of Kastovia with the number of the submarine as well, so it's quite interesting. And why am I saying that this might be the Warzone submarine is because the rumor about the submarine, especially in the dam, is circulating in the community for months already. And in the latest intelligence leak for the week, for the intel missions, sorry, we had intelligence cable from CIA claiming that Perseus is gathering and massing his forces in the Gora area, in the Gora Dam area. So what kind of powers is he gathering over there? That's a big question. And you know that black spot that's been seen over the frozen lake, that's also very interesting. Like, people were speculating that that's a submarine, so it's quite interesting. And I think that this submarine will either eventually appear in a Warzone, or it will play some game in a future Easter egg development. Now, as you can see over here, these are the containers that are probably going to be loaded on the submarine. As you can see, those are warheads that are capable of holding the nuclear material as well. So it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting, and I wouldn't ignore the possibility that this is the Warzone submarine that we were looking for and speculating for ages, I would say. These containers are also very interesting. Like, you can see there's a tons of numbers, there is tons of information on the containers. There is also one interesting suitcase that I founded while codcasting in this map. That suitcase will appear in a couple of moments later, but actually it's not a suitcase, it's like a metal case which has also 7 numbers, which are interesting as well. So developers are definitely hinting something with us with the Petrov Oil Rig map. Petrov Oil Rig map, by the way, appeared at the start of Season 5. and didn't get so much positive comments from the community. I mean, you get a general sense that the Petrov Oil Rig is not a good map, and I agree, gameplay of the map is not the best that could be, but I like the Petrov Oil Rig map because we see these new hints and these new potential Easter eggs that are going to appear at some stage in Warzone. Also, one more connection in between Modern Warfare multiplayer maps and Warzone are, for example, if you take in consideration all the latest Intel missions that we've done, for example, where Intel mission week 6, when we had this picture of the nuclear material, that's basically in the shipment map. So it's very connected. So I wouldn't definitely deny the connection between Modern Warfare multiplayer maps and a free version of Warzone. So developers are definitely hinting us something over here, and it's quite interesting because there is a strong proofs and there's a lot of rumors that the next big thing besides subway system coming to Warzone, that eventually the submarine is going to appear as well, nuclear submarine. And don't forget also that there is a pier in Verdansk, so the submarine could basically come from the seas and just enter the pier and maybe launch a rocket or whatever it's going to happen. I kind of doubt that the submarine will appear at that lake near them, because that lake is very small for the submarine of this size. Like, this is a big submarine and it cannot fit that lake, and overall we don't know where the water from that lake is coming from, so there is absolutely no passage for the submarine to come. So I would rather say that the submarine will arrive at the Verdansk port pier. And this is this metal case I was talking about. There's numbers here as well. 186785, and arrow is down. And we see number 1 here. So that's 8 numbers. That also might be the code for one of the second bunker doors. Like, we will test that later. But it's definitely very interesting how these things appear in the multiplayer maps, and we know that everything is connected in Call of Duty. Like, you cannot exclude absolutely any detail, so every detail is important, and every detail could lead you to the eventual resolvement of any of the Easter eggs that are currently present in a Warzone. Also, there is one thing that's also important to be said, and that's the developers have confirmed that we are just at the beginning of the Easter eggs. So most of the community are thinking, okay, we solved big cipher riddles, everything is now finished, and that's it, no more Easter eggs. Warzone will be finished with the season 6 that's coming in the next 10 days. That's absolutely not true, because the Warzone is going to be the connection point for every future Call of Duty title that's going to appear. And when we are speaking about the Call of Duty titles, there is next one that's coming on the 13th of November, which is called Black Ops Cold War. And yesterday we got the alpha version. I tried it a couple of times. I will be very honest with you, I'm not impressed, but we have to consider that this is only the alpha version, so they can still fix whole game, especially the graphics. I didn't like the graphics. Gameplay is kind of nice, maps are good, but I'm absolutely disappointed with the graphics. But that's something that could be definitely brushed up until the final version of the game. And I'm also eager to see what the beta is going to bring us. And the beta is going to be somewhere in around October for PS4 users. So anyways, my fellow Verdansk citizens, that would be all for today. Let me know, what do you think about this submarine? Is it going to appear in Warzone in Verdansk or not? Let me know about your opinions in a comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for future great Call of Duty content. And until next time, I wish you all the best and stay frosty.